Hi there, it's Donovan, and I'm in the middle of watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'll report back to you when I'm finished. God, I have to make a video about this. Video game adaptations of movies for the longest time have been just truly awful. It can be very tricky to put something that is supposed to be played into the format of an entertaining film. With video games, you are the main character and you are controlling them, playing as them. With movies, you're watching the characters, joining them along the ride and watching them make mistakes and grow to be better. The feelings you get from watching movies and games, though similar, they're experienced in different ways. Can't wait for the Tetris movie. No, not that. I want to show all about the L Block. Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, Monster Hunter, Mortal Kombat, Uncharted, the Halo show. All of those and so much more have fallen into the video game movie curse. Basically, the movie doesn't respect the source material and is just an awful movie in general. However, more recently, video game adaptations have been increasing in quality. Detective Pikachu, Sonic, The Last of Us, and more have done amazing jobs adapting what made the games so special for movies and TV. They're actually good and digestible films to watch. Nintendo is easily the most recognizable game developer ever. They have such a bright cast of colorful characters, it's a no-brainer people have clamored for Nintendo to get to the big screen. But believe me, they tried. Super Mario Bros. Was a critical and commercial abomination. What is this? No need to beat, batter, blow up, incinerate a dead horse, but this movie is bad. You think? Monkey! This silly little fuck-up scarred Nintendo for so many years. Because they didn't have complete control of the project, the movie was an absolute joke. Nintendo tried to get their characters out there. The Mario Bros. Super Show and Kirby Right Back at Ya were pretty successful at adapting their games to shows. Pokemon obviously was huge. But then you got the stinkers like Donkey Kong and Zelda.
Shower you with coconut cream pie.
Shut up and kiss me.
Boy, it works faster than I thought.
Are you gonna talk or smooch?
Pucker up, princess.
Nintendo did in fact try to get a Metroid movie off the floor, which would have been so unbelievably cool. And what we got instead was fucking putrid.
The baby, and the baby, for the baby, of the baby, for the baby. Babies cry, the babies cry.
Rumors of a Netflix Zelda and Star Fox anime started to spread, and when that happened, Nintendo panicked and immediately pulled the plug. So yeah, Nintendo have tried to bring their IPs to other media forms, but to varied success. Through Nintendo's collaboration with Universal to make Super Nintendo World, Miyamoto met the founder of Illumination, Chris Meledandri. Yeah, that Illumination. Miyamoto found Meledandri's creative process similar to his own and thought him and his team would be the perfect fit for a true Mario movie. And so it began. Miyamoto would work very closely, and I mean very closely. The writers could probably smell his breath all the way from Japan. It was all in order to get his perfect vision for his movie so that they'd avoid the mistake they made so long ago. Finally, in 2021, we got our first taste of what the Mario movie was going to be like with the cast reveal. What?
First, of course, is Mario, who will be Bowser will be played by the one and only Jack Black. Even though this is a Mario movie, Donkey Kong will also be making an appearance.
Seth Rogen's playing
He will
Donkey
be played
Kong.
by Seth Rogen. Okay.
Yep, as people should be, they were skeptical, afraid even. Who knew how this would end up? But when trailers finally released in 2022, many people, and myself included, saw the amount of love and care that went into the making of this film. Now, I'll be discussing the film at length, which means spoilers galore. So, let's see if the Super Mario Bros. Movie lives up to the humongous expectations or is just another Illumination shit show. Let's just get this fact out of the way, because some people can't fathom this. This is a movie made for children.
Not true. That's impossible. Oh my god. Okay.
But just because it's made for kids doesn't mean it will be awful. There are plenty of great kids movies out there, but let me be clear, this ain't no cinematic masterpiece like The Dark Knight, and this isn't some soulless, noisy cash grab like Transformers 5. This is a labor of love. I mean, it kinda had to be. The visuals look surprisingly amazing, especially judging by Illumination's past endeavors. It's so colorful and detailed and gorgeous. Mario looks like Mario.
Hi, how are you?
As a Nintendo fan, Illumination jam-packed every single frame with fun little references to other Nintendo IPs and Mario world building. The music, oh, the music is so good! Mario fan or not, the music here is pretty great. Hearing some of Mario's most iconic tunes in Dolby Atmos is something special. Although for some reason they felt the need to shoehorn 80s music into the movie. Why? I mean, the music selection is good, but it doesn't fit Mario and just comes off as a bit cheesy. To appease the casuals, if you will. The humor, I'll admit, was fine. It made me laugh at some parts and other parts it didn't work. And finally, the most controversial part is the voice acting. Chris Pratt, an odd and hilarious choice at first, is honestly not bad. He did pretty alright. I will admit, the high-pitched, goofy-sounding Mario from the GOAT, Charles Martinet, would have gotten a bit tiresome. I fully expected Chris Pratt to just do his normal voice, which he did. But it's alright. He did well. It's literally Emmett in the body of an Italian. Though, there were a couple of lines that felt a bit funny. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong is also pretty alright. He just does his normal voice and straight up laughs the same. Pretty good Donkey Kong. Don't sleep on Charlie Day, he's a pretty good Luigi. Piston pants and all. Keegan-Michael Key, I'd say, is a great Toad. I totally can imagine his voice coming out of Toad's, and his delivery was pretty good. Anya Taylor-Joy's Peach is also very good. I felt she brought a more commanding voice to Peach. If I heard Peach all movie sounding like a dumbass, I'd kill myself. And finally, Jack Black Bowser. He's the king. He is so good and delivers on every line. Man, what a performance. Obviously, he's not as breathtaking as something like the Joker, but with his voice, he was able to bring an awesome Bowser to the silver screen. And I'd say, to an extent, he's better than Jim Carrey's Eggman. The movie begins in the Ice Kingdom, where Bowser absolutely wrecks the castle. These penguins can't stop being abused, huh? Bowser is a monster. The scale of the scene is so epic and does a great job at showing Bowser and his army's might. Bowser steals the star and screams. After that, we jump into an ad with our beloved bros. They remix the old Mario rap too, that's so cool. Also, if you look in the background, there's the One World Trade Center, which means 9/11 happened, which means Mario is a 9/11 survivor, which means Al-Qaeda exists, which means it's revealed that they recently left their old jobs with their former boss, Spike, to start their new plumbing service. Wow, we actually get to see the brothers do plumbing stuff. If you haven't caught on yet, this movie is basically an origin story for the Mario world. Mario begins, you could say. So here's our conflict. The brothers are seen as losers. Why? I don't know. Is it because they're short little fucks in overalls with a cap of the first letter of their name? I don't know. Luigi is scared shitless and is more shy and uncertain, while Mario is more brave and determined. Mario can handle himself. So why is he still a loser? I don't know, probably because he's tiny. Oh yeah, Charles Martinet gets his cameo here. They get a gig to fix a leak. There's this dog that's absolutely pissed when Luigi steps on its bone. A little scuffle happens because of a fucking dog. The angry dog attempted to bite Mario's ass, but Mario successfully jumps over the dog, saying, "Mamma mia." After that mess, we see that Mario has something Dream fans don't. A father. They have a family? It was so uncanny to see the bros with a family, but hey, they had to come from somewhere. And they all hate them, further solidifying that they're a bunch of losers in overalls. Hey, Charles Martinet still got a role in this movie, acting as Mario's dad, who looks like Talon from Zelda. Mario gets a bit whiny and eats his spaghetti alone in his room, where Luigi gets to comfort him, building their relationship. He's also playing the NES. So Nintendo is canon in the Mario universe, which means love hotels are canon. Eventually, they see a segment of the news where Pauline makes a cameo. Conveniently, there's a huge leak happening and they gotta stop it to prove Brooklyn they ain't no jokes. Some shit happens and they get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom where the bros are separated. Yeah, the pacing can be a bit breakneck fast at times and could have really benefited from more slow moments. Just give us time to know these characters. Although, again, we weren't expecting much, and what we get is good enough. Mario lands in a breathtaking scene where we see the Mushroom Kingdom realized for the silver screen, and it looks beautiful. We're introduced to a more adventurous and brave Toad, who informs Mario that Luigi is basically fucked. But don't worry, the princess can help. So they head for the castle. Luigi is seen in the Darklands where he's chased by a bunch of dry bones. And then Luigi kills the skeleton turtles with his ass by getting launched by a tree branch like an angry bird and says, "You just got Luigi'd." He gets captured by Shy Guys and Charlie Day performs a beautiful Luigi scream. Also, we see a scene depicting baby Mario and Luigi where Mario saves the day. A little emotional touch that should have occurred more in the movie. We get more scenes of the Mushroom Kingdom displaying the magical and fantastic world Miyamoto has developed over the years. This movie's main goal was to transport the Mario world onto the silver screen, and this movie achieves that beautifully, 100%. And for some, that's perfect. The Toads make a joke about the princess being in another castle, which was funny to stinky nerds. But to the casual, they'd have no idea what this joke even meant and probably thought it was a waste of time. Mario gets chased by Toads for a bit. During that, we're introduced to Princess Peach. I'ma say it, she's a badass. Love this new interpretation of Peach. Miyamoto probably doesn't even understand what the term woke even is. He wanted Peach to act like this in the first place. Some more Illumination humor occurs.
Adorable!
And Mario runs into Peach. They have a common goal. Fuck Bowser up. Peach notes that Mario is human like her, and they instantly connect. They do both have that determination to never give up. And yes, they do both at times feel like outsiders, but that's kinda it, and they just love each other. It's not a full-on love relationship, but there just could have been more. Again, this movie could have used more slow moments, but what we have is good enough to put a smile on our faces. Peach has to see if Mario is ready for the task ahead, so she trains him in a Mario Maker-esque training course. This is literally Batman Begins. We actually get to see Mario becoming the man we all know and love. He fails, but eventually he starts to get it. He ain't perfect yet, but at least we get to see him develop his skills. Also, let me mention that Mario hates mushrooms. He's just like me for real. And yeah, I will say Mario and Peach do have chemistry. It just could have been developed more. Now they head to the Jungle Kingdom for assistance in their battle against Bowser. Toad also tags along because they need more humor in the movie. They travel to familiar places, but the movie thankfully pauses for a bit in the Fire Flower Field. Peach reveals that she doesn't know where she came from and expresses much interest in Mario's world, where they get to connect a bit more, and is a nice scene and amazingly animated. We're introduced to a Bored Ape NFT. The Kongs have this wacky society full of carding, where the Bored Ape NFT probably murdered an innocent family. We get to see Cranky Kong, where a determined Mario challenges his son, Donkey Kong, to battle. Donkey Kong appears with the DK rap playing in the background. That's so cool. We even see a brief cameo of Diddy Kong. Of course, this means nothing to your average dad, but it's so neat. They do a quick little fight showing off more powers. Mario struggles, and that's a good thing to see. He shouldn't be all so powerful immediately, unlike a certain someone.
Ray Skywalker.
Mario gets the Cat Bell and Chris Pratt delivers the strangest line he's ever done in his career. Meow. To the local nerd, this is so cool. To the average Joe, they think it's fucking weird and stupid. Those damn liberals, let the furries get in this movie. Mario proceeds to beat DK's ass, and DK now hates Mario. The rivalry is actually kind of funny and ridiculous. We cut to Bowser singing the greatest musical piece ever heard.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah! Oh, yeah!
I found it hilariously stupid because seeing Bowser being this menacing dumbass was charming. I can tell Jack Black had a blast playing Bowser. He probably wrote this piece in 4 minutes on the toilet. Oh yeah, so Bowser stole the Superstar in order to not just rule the world, but be with Peach. Why? Because she hates him and he loves that. He's a masochist. Bowser in this movie is just a horny incel. It's kinda hilarious. He has misunderstood Riz. There could have been way more development on why he loves Peach. But hey, what we have is fine. He finds that Mario gets too much pussy, and he sees him as a rival that must be dealt with. So he tortures Luigi for info and locks him in a cage with the penguins. I feel that the movie could have worked if Luigi wasn't captured at all, because seeing the brothers work together in the beginning was fun and had so much potential. No one could have been captured and they'd still have Bowser as a looming threat. I don't know, but what we have is still good. Also, this Luma is a masochist and it got a couple of laughs out of the theater. So we're back to Mario and the gang. After seeing his son being beaten up by the short white guy, Cranky agrees to help him out by outfitting them and the Kong army with carts. The music, the roulette, it's so cool. They take the Rainbow Road and here starts the Mario Kart set piece. The action here is pretty awesome and loads of fun to watch. And yes, just in the kids movie tradition, the main character becomes a war criminal. DK mentions how Mario gets no bitches while Toad says otherwise, and Peach is just riding there awkwardly. There's this Koopa with a big ass car trying to kill Mario, but with the aid of DK is able to destroy the Koopa cart. But then somehow the Koopa is still alive, and turns out he's the blue shell. My friends and I audibly said, "Oh shit!" And the Koopa, I shit you not, kamikazes himself like a blue shell, destroying the Rainbow Road. He fucking died. My friends and I had a good chuckle out of that one. I actually thought, wow, that was easy, problem dealt with, but no, they actually lose the battle. DK and Mario fall into the ocean as the road breaks and the Koopas capture all the Kongs and bring them to Bowser's castle, leaving Peach and Toad to evacuate everyone from the Mushroom Kingdom. DK and Mario verbally assault each other for a bit, and DK is knocked out underwater when Mario saves him. Yay, problem solved. Oh shit, the eel from Mario 64 is here. Demon! Inside the eel, DK and Mario find something they have in common. They're both considered losers. They could have blossomed their relationship here even more, but they resorted to assaulting each other again. Come on, Illumination. Eventually, they use a leftover barrel from DK's cart to fly out of the eel Donkey Kong Country Returns style. So Bowser finally arrives with his castle to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Girl Boss Peach and Toad decide to handle the situation themselves. Bowser with his unlimited Riz starts to torture Toad, and Peach agrees to marry Bowser. Get this man away from women. Not that he's a danger to society, it's that he'll fucking steal the bitches with a stare. There's a gag where he says, "It takes a lot for a man to get out of his shell," and it was so corny and stupid and made me laugh. So now Mario and DK gotta stop the wedding, so they charge through the Mushroom Kingdom, gaining power-ups along the way. Again, this movie is just pure bliss for someone like me. But I can understand a casual being so confused right now. This is not cinema, this is LSD! So now the wedding is gonna happen. Bowser intends to execute his prisoners as a sacrifice in front of Peach. Men take notes. Bowser and Peach are in the wedding outfits from Mario Odyssey, which is just an awesome touch. I found it weird that Peach was so fast and willing to marry him, like maybe a bit of restraint, but that's because Toad gave her a secret ice flower in her bouquet, and she starts fucking the place up. Man, I love this Peach. Oh yeah, King Boo and King Babam are also here. Peach is able to stand her ground and freezes Bowser for a bit. Maybe too long, because a Bowser versus Peach scenario would have been so epic. DK is able to free the prisoners, where the suicidal Luma is severely disappointed. And Mario saves Luigi from falling into the lava with his Tanuki suit. Oh yeah, King Babam catches fire and fucking dies. Bowser, in a last-ditch effort, I swear, sends a nuke to destroy the kingdom. Holy fuck, Bowser is going to cause a world war. Mario finds it within himself to summon the courage to stop the Bonsai Bill. Mario smacks its eye, and the Bonsai Bill is absolutely mega steaming pissed and chases Mario. My friends and I had a good laugh. Mario diverged to a pipe leading to Brooklyn, so we thought he sent a nuke to kill everyone in New York, so we were laughing it up. Nope, instead he blew it up in the warp zone and brought Bowser's castle to New York. At this point, Bowser has lost his mind and starts beating Mario to a pulp. But just like Rocky, or fucking Batman again, he stands up and doesn't quit. The superstar gets knocked out of Kamek's grasp, and Mario dives for it. But Bowser ain't gonna let him get it that easily, so he attempts to incinerate Mario. But our boy Luigi, for once, stands up, pulls up his big boy pants, and saves Mario this time. So together, They take the power of the superstar and absolutely annihilate Bowser and his forces. Yay, they save the world! Hey, even Dad approves. The whole city approves. The Mario Bros are cool now. Bowser is forced to eat a mini mushroom and is put in a jar. Peach at this point is soaking wet from Mario, come on now. And the movie's done. Oh yeah, Yoshi. So that was the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It was a long time coming. Seeing the world of Super Mario in cinemas was something truly amazing and just goes to show the wonderful and creative world Miyamoto and company have developed. The movie's goal was to bring that world to life, and in that sense, yes, it did. It did it perfectly. But there were some things that could have been improved. The pacing was too fast in some areas, and relationships could have been developed more if they took the time to slow down. You can have humor and character development at the same time, you don't have to shy away from either. But this is a kids movie, and I'm sure the thrilling and lush world this movie depicted has captured the imaginations of many. All of the cast are likable and enjoyable to watch. My only complaint is that I wanted to see more of them. They have such a great starting point and would have loved to see more. And yeah, the plot was basic and predictable. But that's okay, because Mario ain't focused on story. What we got was great, and it's what we came for. But if they added something extra, this movie could have been so much better than it already was. Someone like myself absolutely loved this movie. But for the casuals out there, some may be a bit lost, but in the end, I think they'll enjoy this film. On a scale of 100, I give it a solid 75. But something the casuals should take note of is Bowser's unlimited riz. I just tortured this Italian. Really messed up shit. Just fuck me already!